Alright, I'm once again wearing my pirate outfit because we'll actually be playing a game today, and it's pirate themed, so I thought, you know, why not? Is Radley actually in... I don't remember... I'm gonna be real, I don't really remember much about this game. Like, I've played it once, and it didn't leave as much of an impression on me as Donkey Kong Land, which I had also only played once, but Donkey Kong Land is so weird. Like, of course, I remembered a lot of stuff from that game, but Donkey Kong Land is so unique, and Donkey Kong Land 2 is really just like a downgraded version of Donkey Kong Country 2 in a lot of ways, so it doesn't really leave a strong impression on you if you've already played DKC 2. But, nevertheless, guess what? Hold on. I have it. I have the box, which Victor bought for me, many years ago. And, yeah, so even though, you know, this isn't my favorite of the Donkey Kong Land games, in fact, it's probably my least favorite, but I still am glad that I own the box because it's lovely and it has Captain K. Rool on the back. So, like, really, it's nice to see him. I have this in one of my, like, glass IKEA Detolf cases, and, so like, the back of it is on, like, the side, so whenever I look at it from the side, you can see Captain K. Rool. So that's nice, you know. Thank you, Traveler. Wait, I forgot what? What did I forget? But anyway, so yeah, this box does have everything in it, right down to the, like, support packaging stuff. And the game itself, of course, it's not just the box, the actual game. I was looking for the game earlier and I couldn't find it, and I was like, is the game in the box? Like, is it still in there? And I was like, yep, sure is. I thought I had taken it out at some point, but I guess I put it back in. Now, the game box does look really nice, but the funny thing about it is it says Ranson. Here, I don't have, like, a picture of the box art, pulled up, but let me see if you can see it on there, maybe. Oh, look, there I am in the background. Yeah, you can totally see it, I think. It says, wage battle against Captain K. Rool and his vast army of Kremlings. K. Rool kidnapped Donkey Kong, and he's demanding the entire banana horde as ransom. It says ransom with an N. And then it also says, it's up to Diddy Kong and Dixie Kong to rescue their kidnapped pal. A wild assortment of friendly animals like Rambi the rhino, Squitter the spider, Squawks the parrot, Radley the rattlesnake. Oh, I guess Radley is in it. Wow. And on guard the swordfish help the two little monkeys in their adventurous mission. That's a lot more animal buddies than Donkey Kong Land, admittedly, which just had, like, Rambi and Espresso. Each exciting level is filled with special traps, hidden items, and dastardly Kremlings. Prepare yourself for the biggest Game Boy adventure yet. Now, I will say, this mentions Kremlings multiple times by name, so it is a pretty, you know, selling me on it, doing a good job. It's a good box. The back of the box does what it needs to do. Sell me on the game. And then the bullet points. The smash hit series continues with this incredible Game Boy sequel. Play as Diddy Kong or Dixie Kong and take advantage of their unique abilities. Incredible ACM graphics have been specially optimized for Game Boy. Fully compatible with Super Game Boy for enhanced colors and special border graphics. Hell yeah, you know I'm playing it on the Super Game Boy again. Battery-backed memory saves your progress. Thank you. Glad I don't have to play it all in one sitting, because I am not going to be. Much like Donkey Kong Land, I am not going to be beating it tonight, because it's already late. I like that they put a Spiny on here, too. Like, giving Spinies a little love. You love to see it. You love to see the Spinies. Alright. And then finally, before we get to the actual instruction manual, there's a couple goodies that came in this box, by the way, that, you know, I want to show off. So, I should just leave it up on here. It's just you can't see the chat, but whatever. I keep going back and forth from my, close-up mode. But, so what is this? This little thing came in the box. What is it? It is an advertisement for other Game Boy games. And honestly, this is pretty sick, and if I had a place to hang this up, I should hang it up. But it's a Play It Loud advertisement. We've got Space Invaders, Metroid 2, Kirby's Pinball Land, Tetris, there's a bunch of stuff. Link's Awakening, one of the greats. And yeah, you can play it on your Super Game Boy. And on the back, it's just this weird Play It Loud graffiti hand design, I guess. You know, long before the DS, they were already using hands in their advertising of their handhelds, you know. So handheld, so hands are important. And then this other, like, Nintendo Power, where it's, I guess, it's comparing you to an insect that's going to be squashed if you don't have Nintendo Power. Of course, very, very cool to see this, like, super 90s Nintendo Power advertisement after looking at so many of them. And then, you know, it's one of these types of things. Subscribe to Nintendo Power and nobody will ever bug you again. I'm not gonna read this whole thing, but it's funny that that's in there. For most Donkey Kong games that I own, I don't, at least most of the older ones, I don't have the box. Like, I had them when I was a kid, but we didn't save them because I didn't really realize the value of them as a young child. So I don't have, like, the box for any of the original DKC games. I have the one for Diddy Kong Racing. That is only because my friend sent it to me. My friend that I was talking about earlier, actually, about the Galaxy movie, but my good friend Larry sent me Diddy Kong Racing in the box, so I have that. But for most of them, I don't have the box anymore, unfortunately. I'm drinking this orange drink tonight so I don't get scurvy. Oh, there is a clapper on the spine. You are correct. That is a good call out. I wouldn't want to leave a clapper out because then Billie Eilish would be mad at me and come to my house. All right. And then on this side it says, like, before using your system, carefully read the consumer information and precautions booklet. So, you know, that's not quite as good as clapper, but that's important too. All right. Let's look at the instruction manual now. So you can actually read along too. Give me just a moment here. Now I will say this instruction book, you know, it's not quite as fun as the one from Donkey Kong Land. Sorry to let you down, but it is blue. And the other one was very red. This one is blue. They're trying to lead into the, like, Pokemon thing, I guess. You know? Red version and blue version. I always like this art of, like, the Kongs, DK and Diddy and Dixie all just, like, hugging like that. That's very cute. Alright. Scroll this back up to the top. maybe DK Land 3's is green. I actually don't remember, or I don't know if I ever looked at the instruction book for that because I don't have it physically. I assume I read it online at some point, but I don't remember. Alright, put this all back in the box, except for this, because I'm going to look at it in real life, but, you know, we can scroll along. Alright. It's cute little, you know, mini... I like how Game Boy instruction manuals were smaller, you know. Alright, so we got, starting the game, controller functions, whatever, I don't need to read it all. This is not a fun table of contents, it's just a very... they didn't even spell things with K's like they did in DKC2's. I guess there wasn't really a lot of chances for them to do so, but they could have done it with controller, you know. Or with this C here, could have been a K. Good night, BCF. Yeah, this table of contents just... it's depressing. Let's move on. Andre, you never told me what I forgot about. Alright, so we are going to run into the question right from the beginning. Now, the question is this a real event on the Kremling timeline? Or is this just a retelling of Donkey Kong Country 2? Because there are some who say that this is a real thing that happened, and the way that they explain that Crocodile Isle just suddenly exists again, which, you know, I suppose I wouldn't have a problem with this game existing and just being like a weird, like, K. Rool decided to do it again immediately. If Crocodile Isle hadn't been destroyed at the end of DKC2, because it was, and so this game existing makes no sense. So people say, oh, he used Kremling magic to raise it from the depths of the sea temporarily so he could do it all over again, even though that's not, like, really explained or talked about. So I always said, you know, this game is not a real thing that happened. It's just a version of DKC2. It's just an alternate telling of it. It's just a version of it on the Game Boy. It's not like a real separate event. Like, there's no reason to consider it its own adventure. That's just silly. It's very clearly just, like, a different version of the same events. Like, you know, but we'll see how I feel about it. But maybe by the end of the, you know, playthrough with all our discussions and stuff, I will change my mind. We'll see. Dix's tricks. Yeah, like, DKC2 on the GBA is not a different thing either, and I also don't consider that one canon, but we'll... Anything that DKC2 on the GBA added was worse for the most part, so I don't like to consider any of it, but, you know, we'll get there when we get there. But anyway, so here's the story. Now, if you remember Donkey Kong Land's story, it was like 2 pages long. This one is just like, you know, 1 page. It's much simpler. King K. Rool and his band of Kremlings, not even calling him Captain K. Rool, shaking my head. King K. Rool and his band of Kremlings kidnapped Donkey Kong. Ape-napped Donkey Kong. Excuse me, that's important. They're demanding the Kongs to hand over the banana horde for Donkey's safe return. Donkey Kong would have a fit if they lost the banana horde again, so it's up to Diddy and Dixie Kong to save him. Help the 2 monkeys make their way through all the Kremlings and all the traps to find Donkey Kong. Yeah, I can't wait to make my way through all those Kremlings. Very excited. That's what this whole thing is about. It's the reason for the season. Again, I just really like this art. It's cute. Yeah, ape-naped. Well, if you didn't know how to, put the... if you're wondering why the game isn't playing, it might be because you haven't put the game in the Game Boy, so, you know, good to know. And the, map screens, okay. I like how these aren't screenshots from the game, they're just the renders of the worlds. Something about just seeing this, like, Game Boy diagram with the different buttons labeled just makes me really nostalgic, you know? Alright, Diddy's moves. Diddy's in the starring role this time, and he's off to prove himself a true member of the Kong family of video game heroes. He'll have his work cut out for him as he storms As he storms Captain K. Rool's pirate haven on Crocodile Isle. Between like page whatever and this page, K. Rool called them up and was like, hey guy, I don't know if you got the memo, but like I'm a captain now, okay? You better put some respect on Captain K. Rool's name. So Diddy's signature cartwheel attack lets him bowl over enemies. If he cartwheels off the edge of a platform and then jumps, he'll leap a little farther than normal. He can climb because Crocodile Isle is covered with climbable terrain, which makes it a perfect place for a monkey to explore. And he can also do other things. Now, Dixie... I know, imagine looking at this and thinking the graphics were gonna actually look like that. Like, damn. Dixie's tricks. Not to be confused with Trixie's dicks. Can the Game Boy... Does it... controller functions. Yeah, that's a good point. I guess the entirety of the Game Boy is a controller with a screen on it when you really think about it. Dixie and Diddy are inseparable friends and go everywhere together. Both share a love of adventure and the awesome abilities to make it fun. Dixie's powerful ponytail allows her to equal and sometimes even surpass Diddy's adventuring abilities. You know, it is annoying that Dixie and Diddy are somehow, like, sometimes they're referred to explicitly as boyfriend and girlfriend, and sometimes they are just referred to as friends. I mean, I personally, I don't know, maybe they just thought for kids it would be unrelatable for, like, young kids playing the game to, like, have a couple, because kids playing this might have been too young to, like, be in some kind of relationship yet or something, but, I don't know, I think it's cool to have, like, a couple who actually, like, goes on the adventure together, instead of it being, like, one of them trying to, you know, usually the guy trying to rescue the girl. Like, that always was cool to me, that you would have, like, it's like the ultimate couple goals, you know, like, two people that are in a relationship, but they're also going on this adventure together. Like, so I think them being in a relationship is good and cool and important. It's annoying when it doesn't get directly acknowledged, but, you know. Using her terrific tresses, Dixie can float slowly to the ground. I like the phrasing terrific tresses. Otherwise, you know, nothing super interesting here. I'm pretty sure the phrasing that she isn't afraid of the water, or much else for that matter, was, like, also in the DKC2 instruction book. That phrase is definitely familiar. Alright, now we're getting to the good stuff. Now, what's interesting is that the Krem coins in this game just have, like, King K. Rool on them instead of Captain K. Rool. And it makes me wonder why they didn't use... Okay, there have been, like, 3 different Krem coin renders at this point. Because the one in the instruction manual, if you'll remember, the one in the instruction manual for DKC2 did not look the same as the in-game version. And then this is an entirely different version on top of that. So, like, why didn't they just, like, make one render and stick with it? Why are there so many, like... I don't know. I don't think that this particular version of it is going to be more or less easy to make out on the Game Boy screen than the older version was. I don't know why they keep reinventing the wheel on this one. But maybe, okay, consider this one. Maybe all of these different Krem coin types are, like, different denominations. Or... That's not the word I'm looking for. Is it? No, like, different, like, amounts. I don't know what word I'm looking for there. But, like, okay, so, you know, like, a nickel has a different guy on it than a penny from a quarter, like, whatever. Like, a penny has... Not that pennies exist anymore, but a penny has Abraham Lincoln and a quarter has George Washington or whatever. But, like, okay, so, like, the penny of the Kremlings has, like, Captain K. Rool facing to the right, and the dime of the Kremlings has him facing to the left, and the quarter of the Kremlings has King K. Rool on it. That's the secret. That's what it is. Well, actually, Dixie and Diddy should make out on the Game Boy screen. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying their couplehood should be made undeniable. Alright, once again we have the monstrous clubber. That's another thing they took from the Donkey Kong Country 2 instruction manual. Calling Clubba monstrous. And we decided last time that Clubba proofread and edited the manual, and that he decided he liked being called monstrous. He was happy about that. He took it as a compliment. Yeah, it's interesting. I feel like a lot of the phrasing in this was just kind of taken from the DKC2 manual, which makes sense. I mean, why reinvent the wheel like they did with the Krem coins when, you know, you can just use what works? He, like we were talking about, he is monstrous, but in, you know, in like a good way, you know? Monstrous, positive. No animal sign. Yeah, this is pretty much just the same thing that the other manual says, so nothing, like, super interesting here. Gotta start the music over at the beginning. Good old cannons and cannons balls. This game really just does have most of the same stuff, though. Alright, animal friends. Here's... I like that they put this Squawks Bramble art in here. Don't underestimate the value of good animal friends. They can be found throughout the game's different worlds and levels. I think that's true in real life, too. Like, you shouldn't underestimate the value of good animal friends. Or good human friends. Humans are animals, so I guess it's, you know... Just don't underestimate the value of friends, period. Yep, that's Sure on Guard and Ramby. And then Squitter. Again, I just think this is the same text that we've already gone over, so... I do appreciate that in this manual they also, once again, we have to get in the Radley backstory of him being a rebel. That's a very important part of Radley's character. And we will see the Radley statue soon, you know, when this Wrinkly and Tiny event finishes in a few days. We'll get to see what the Radley statue is going to look like. I'm excited. I think because he's a rebel leader, he should deserve like a super extra special statue, like some kind of monument. Like, it's huge, and it has, like a, you know, like a big plinth. It's very plinth, and it has a plinth base to it, and it's got, like, spotlights on it, and maybe, like, some kind of wreath, like, draped around it to show his heroism. That kind of thing. Hopefully, you know. Yeah, I think Pierre knows what a bust is. You know the real Kremling bust that they should have is Clump, obviously. They should have a bust of Clump's bust. Now, the Kong family. Even though Diddy and Dixie are supposed to be going on these quests on their own, the rest of the Kong clan just couldn't stay out of it. Especially since there's money to be made helping beginning adventurers. You'll find all the Kong family members in the prime business locations throughout Crocodile Isle. Alright, well... I think this is once again, it's our favorite people in the world, but oh, Swanky's not in this. I was about to say, I feel like something's missing here when we're talking about the Kong family. There is no Swanky in this game, I guess. And that's really, you know what? That's why this game just isn't that good. The first Mario movie is better than this game because it has Swanky Kong in it. Yeah, Bonanza does have a human animal buddy. These are definitely, I don't even think that these are like, I mean, it's hard to tell, but, so in my version, since I get to like look at it up close and personal, these screenshots look like they are just the renders shrunk down. Like, they don't even look like they're screenshots from DKC2. They're just straight up, like, full-on the high-quality 3D renders. I don't think this entire instruction manual, now that I'm thinking of it, has a single screenshot of the actual game. So, you don't have any idea what the game actually looks like if you're just looking at this. Clubba, you know... He's a adopted member of the Kong family, I guess. Clubba Kong. Alright. Our heroes encounter tons of K. Rool's Kremling crew, spelled with a C, during their treacherous adventure on Crocodile Island. Oh, it's Crocodile Island now. Okay, use its proper name. Alright, this is serious. Excuse me, I go by Crocodile Island now, please. You'll need to outwit these swashbuckling baddies to rescue DK and the Banana Horde. And I really just think this is all the stuff that the other manual says, so we don't necessarily need to read through it all again, but bask in their glory. Because we love them. Dude, I like, yeah, speaking of shadows, I like that they put Zinger's shadow here. That's, and the light is coming from, like, the upper left, so their shadow is kind of, like, slightly off. Now, I'm trying to see if there's anything new in any of these, but I'm pretty sure it's just all the same. Because I know the DKC2 manual very well at this point from trying to edit that video and struggling with it a lot. They actually show Captain K. Rool this time, whereas I'm pretty sure he was just a silhouette in the manual in the other one, so spoiler alert. And then that is just the end. Zooming in for nipple watch purposes. Just to make sure we get it in there, you know? There he is. Oops, I keep zooming out instead of in. This, manual scan is not, like, the absolute most crisp in the world, so... You know, we can only go so high quality on them. It's not like the Nintendo Power where the scan was actually, like, extremely, extremely high resolution. I'm looking at them closely, though. See, I get a little treat for my own eyes. If only this manual was, like, in 3D. No, you see, you have to combine this blue manual with, like, a red manual. You have to, like, print it in red, but then, like, slightly offset it and, like, stare at them both at the same time. There you go. Then it'll be 3D. Something looks naked about the lockjaw. It's because, he looks bald. Because, like, his top fin is, like, blending into the background. That's what it is. He has a top fin, but it's kind of transparent, so you can't really see it very well. It's there. It's definitely there, but it is hard to see against the background. So that's... Yeah, you are right. It does look very, very odd, but only because of that. We got through this manual so much quicker than we got through the most recent one we did, because... See what I'm talking about there? Because this one is not nearly as exciting. So, wow, we can go ahead and get to the game already. Less than an hour into the stream and I'm already playing the game? That's crazy. I do, Noog. Yeah, I'm seeing it tomorrow. We had a little discussion of the Galaxy movie at the beginning before I got started. Yeah, Spinies, not to be confused with Spinies. Alright, opening the little case with the cartridge in it now. Funny thing about Spinies, so like Spinies and Mario, I used to always get them mixed up with Pokies because they essentially have like a very similar name. I mean, their name is like the same concept, right? They're both about like the spiky things that are poking you. And I'm pretty sure that happened in Mario Party 3 because there's a board called Spiny Desert, but it has no Spinies in it. But it does have Pokies in it, so I feel like whoever named that also got them mixed up and just like committed to it and then only realized later, if ever. Because otherwise the name makes no sense. Alright, I'll be right back. I have to enjoy the music because I have to find my Super Game Boy because I put it somewhere and I don't remember where I put it. So I'll be right back. It was there, I just couldn't see it. Alright, I'm good now. What? Okay, give me just one more moment here. I'm going to put all this stuff back in this box so that it's out of the way. Okay, so I'm all ready to go. Gonna turn that off, turn the game capture on. All right. Sorry, that was really funny. The cartridge is in there, man. It's in there. That was the most anticlimactic thing. Look, man, it's in there. I gotta put it in there again. Well, see, the problem wasn't with the Super Game Boy, because it recognized that part, but... Don't make me play this on the Switch, I swear to God. Are you... Bro. I've played this before. I have played this cartridge before. Like, when I streamed this game years back, it was on the Super Game Boy. This cartridge is in such good condition. It was, like, new, basically. I'm not gonna blow in it. I don't know, I could get some, like, compressed air and do it, but... It really is. This Super Game Boy cannot handle the power of Crocodile Island. Hey Victor, I know he's coming down. I'm trying. What? Do you know what the problem is? All right, you want to clean it out maybe? You're gonna go like... I mean, it worked for Donkey Kong Land just not that long ago, so... Try again. Oh, now it's working. He, like, shook it. He shook it around. How the fuck did that help? No, Victor, come back! It baited me. It baited me. It did the startup, but then it, like, again. No, go actually, like, puff the stuff and do it. Do the... It's just... This is I know you have the little, like, cleaning thing. The little air cleaner. This is very funny. If it won't play for some reason, I mean, we have a backup, which would be playing it on the Switch, but Then we wouldn't get to see the Super Game Boy functionality, and I would be sad. Okay, it's working for now. Crossing my fingers. It has advanced to a blank white screen, which it is now stuck on. But you can't say that I haven't been taking good care of this cartridge. It's literally been in a case, in a box. Like, this is I've taken better care of this cartridge than a lot of other games that deserve it more, probably. Okay, now we're gonna try Donkey Kong Land and see if it works. Yes, it appears to be working. Time to play Donkey Kong Land again, everybody. That's... Oh, I was grooving. Yeah, the white screen is like what Donkey Kong Land 2 actually should be, because it represents Crocodile Island after it got destroyed. It's like the blank dimension from Super Paper Mario. It's just nothing. Oh, it's working! Oh my god, dude, that Rare logo is so fancy. Wow. Alright, bye Victor. I don't know what you did, but it worked eventually. I feel like my connection to this game right now is so frail, like it could just like stop working at any minute. See, this is why I had to play it on the Super Game Boy, because like, check out those bananas. Like, they look so good. They really do. Alright, I'm gonna turn this music up a little bit, though. Look at Diddy's face. Like, I don't know, it's just very funny looking. He looks especially Muppety in this. Alright, there we go. We will be due for a break in like 10 minutes, but whatever. We can go ahead and get started, I guess. Yeah, it's like, you could, if you're playing this on the Super Nintendo, you could just be playing the better game, Donkey Kong Country 2, but instead we're playing like a 0.75 version of it, I guess. If like a Donkey Kong Land 2 is like a 0.5 version of it, this is like a 0.75 version of it now that it's like slightly more color enhanced. Yeah, Game Pack, that's completely correct. Donkey Kong Land, for all of its like jankiness and frustratingness, is like by far my favorite because it's unique. It has like unique worlds and level archetypes and stuff, and it's like a completely its own adventure with a whack off the wall, like fourth wall breaking story. And then Donkey Kong Land 2 is pretty much just Donkey Kong Country 2, and Donkey Kong Land 3 is kind of in the middle. It has like some unique aspects to it that make it interesting. Not as much as the first game, but... Alrighty, well, whatever we did to this cartridge, whatever problems it was having, cleared the file that I did have on this from years ago, so just go with file 2 again. Now this is interesting because this is more... So actually, now that I'm more knowledgeable, we can come to this and say, this is interesting because this actually looks more like the... Victor! What? My phone is like on the floor. Yeah? What? Uh-huh. Okay, yeah, it's a good point. Okay. Okay. Alright, bye. I, was cleaning my desk recently and I put my phone on the floor and I haven't put it back on my desk, so I have to like lean all the way back there to answer it. Anyway, so Victor did have a very important point, which was saying, like, basically the first chance I get to save the game, I need to save it and test it and make sure the save is holding, because there's clearly something a little bit faulty about this cartridge, and if it's going to not be able to preserve a save, I need to know that as soon as possible before I play, like, half the game, and then, like, next time I come back to it, it's all gone. So, We will need to do that as soon as possible, so good point. But what I was going to say before I got that call was I can now recognize that this is closer to like the original concept art that Greg Mayles made for Crocodile Isle, interestingly enough, because you start like with the Gangplank Galleon on like this side, kind of out in the water. It's almost like they based this map screen more on that original art than like how it ended up in the final game of DKC2. So yeah, I don't know what the top part of it looks like because I don't remember and we can't see it yet, so we'll just start here. I don't think they have the poop tornadoes in Crocodile Isle. Now people may say Crocodile Isle is a filthy place, but at least it doesn't have poop tornadoes on it, so it's a, you know, a step up from some of the places we've been lately. Yeah, River Slinky it is. I don't remember if he did like the entirety of like the Game Boy conversions for this, but I think he did, so like, you know, you can thank him for the Game Boy versions of all this music. Alright, let's go ahead and start. This is the Gangplank Galleon, alright, there it is. Alright. Oh my god, the controls are not what I want them to be. Hold on. I need to go back to Type A here, I guess. That's much better. They were like backwards from typical DKC controls, and it was making me very unhappy. And I gotta say, good old Grant did a good job, because this is a nice bangin' version of this song. Which we are starting out with Snaky Shanty, just like right off the bat. But I mean, that makes sense, because like you can't really convert Clomp Romp that well, because it relies so heavily on like the ambiance and the, you know, the creaking ship noises and things like that, so... Just throw us right into Snaky Shanty. Why the frick not? It's iconic. Now, already coming off of Donkey Kong Land, this feels like a little different. Like, the camera swings with you a lot more. Like the camera follows you a lot more. And it... I guess I prefer it. I don't know. It feels a little like, whoa! It's like all over the place, but... It's like a... slightly headache-inducing, but... No, this Krem coin looks like the ones in DKC2. So the one in the manual was just a complete aberration. The one with King K. Rool on it was just why? Why did that render even exist in the first place? Was that like an early version of them before they decided, like, obviously it should be Captain K. Rool instead of King K. Rool? It's weird to see a clobber, but for them to just, like, come running at you without the warning shriek, you know? Now, once again, I'm pretty sure I did not try to get all the bonuses when I was first playing this game, so... that's gonna take us a while. The two spiral poops on the either side of the Kremlin sign, yeah. The beehives do kind of look like that. Sorry, I'm just reading the chat and I'm letting this clobber get some exercise. I really do think they should have tried to make the most, like, bit crunch noise ever coming out of your Game Boy speakers. And yeah, I do like the visual clarity in this game compared to Donkey Kong Land. It's been improved a lot. Like, keeping the backgrounds more simple, even almost, like, kind of cartoony looking, instead of trying to make them match, like, the full rendered feel of the main sprites of the game, you know? Well, Andre, what happened was there was a Kong down there, and, like, the life-stealing clobber is just, like, running into them repeatedly and gradually knocking all the lives out of them. down in the hold. Oh, here it is! Here's... Nothing makes me feel more like I'm on the rigging than Lockjaw's Saga. The saga begins, everyone. I didn't even check to see if I got all the bonuses in the previous level. I feel like I probably didn't because I only got one. I just basically kind of want to get to a save point as quickly as possible. Aha! Okay, so we should be able to get over there from, like, some ropes at some point. Gotta say, one thing that this game does have over Donkey Kong Land, too. It does have a lot more Kremlings in it. Donkey Kong Land just had, like, oh my god, speaking of which, hi. Donkey Kong Land just had, like, Claptraps, Critters, Crusha, that was, like, basically it. Didn't even have, you know who. Well, it had K. Rool in it, obviously, but... Finally playing as Dixie. Anyway, so far I see absolutely no reason in these first two levels. I see no reason to consider this a different game from, like, you know, a different timeline historical event from Donkey Kong Country 2. Oh, hey buddy. Oh my god! They're everywhere! Hey. I wanna... Okay. It's kind of... I was gonna see, like, when I jump on them, how they change color in this, because... They really... I guess I don't know. I feel like they don't change color at all. Like, it's hard to tell. But if they do... I mean, I guess they mostly just run faster. That's how you can tell when they're dangerous or not. Canon is in this game. Yeah, I know you were busy doing something else, but he is in the instruction manual, so he better be in this game. I'd feel pretty ripped off if he wasn't. That's a good question, because can you see the nips? Like, what, did a pixel for the nips make it in? Like 1 pixel each? We'll have to find out. Anyway, it's break time. I will be back in a few minutes, and hopefully we'll get to save soon. Clubba is in this game, unlike Donkey Kong Land, where there are basically no friendly NPCs at all. So I'm allowed to use this image. Or a blue version of it, Andre, I guess. Alright, anyway, what I did during the break was I went and checked and saw that I had indeed gotten all the bonuses, which means there was only 1 per level, and I don't know if every single level only has 1, but that's pretty nice if so, not gonna lie. Because these levels are kind of big, and trawling them for bonuses would get annoying fast, so I hope they all just have 1 in them, then I know once I found it, I'm done, you know? Alright. Does this have a coin in it, or did I get it? I guess I got it. I guess it just appeared up there. Oh wait, was that... That bonus was also like a warp. Was that a bonus, or was it just a warp to the end? I guess that was just the... Yo, it's Funky. No, it's Wrinkly. Why, Funky and Wrinkly's sprites in this size look like they would be the same. That looks like Funky. It looks like someone wearing sunglasses. I know this is where Wrinkly is normally, but it looked so much like someone wearing sunglasses that I thought it was Funky. I can save now, okay. Can you ask Captain K. Rool if he's done his homework? Alright, we're already 5% done. Let's go. Alright, well now I have to have the moment of truth. Is the battery on this cartridge dead? Will resetting it actually work, or is it gonna brr me again? Okay, there's that beautiful rare logo. Alright, well so far it's holding the save. Alright, well anyway, that cheat did not count as the actual bonus, so I gotta make my way through this level for real. Has anyone made a ROM hack of this game where they just, like, put in the actual sound effects when you jump on an enemy, you know? Whoa! Okay, well... Come on, come on, come on, now this door is open. This door is just open. Do I need to do something special to get in there, or is it just bait? By the way, this is, like, the biggest deck difference on a pirate ship that, like... Can you imagine a ship, like, actually just having, like... Why? Why is that deck just up so much higher than the others? It's absurd. I know there is one like that in the first game as well. The real game, I'll call it. Alright, we're gonna go back this way and see if we can Ramby crash our way. Oh god! I forgot, I can't go back that way. I died. Yeah, we don't have to get the Kong letters in each level to save this time, so that's nice. Anyway, I guess I can't go crash through that door as Ramby. I guess you just can't get in there. It's just a fake out. Here I go. Kaboings! I went so far. Whoa, did you see that Kaboing's skills? Like, they just can fucking, like, mountain goat up the side of that deck. Like, they just... How did I get so far past where Ramby was? Oh, I think he was before the halfway barrel. That would explain it. What's in this treasure chest? We'll never know. The Kaboing just, like, climbing up the deck like that, that is... Whoa! I really jump high when I hit an enemy. What about here? Can I go in here? Ramby can't do his supercharge. That's what the... When I tried to play this game originally, the Super Game Boy was like... See, now why would there be a TNT barrel there? Oh, it's select. It's select, everyone. Okay, well. I hope I didn't need to do this earlier. Maybe I should have read the instruction manual a little more closely after all. Whee! I don't think I found a bonus and I am not happy. What? Could that be it? No. How far over? This level is so big! I'm never gonna find a bonus in this level. Oh god, I don't think I found the coin in either of the... No, that's the first one I found! God damn it! Oh no. I'm never gonna be a video game hero. This game is gonna take me like 5 streams. Yeah, the upper deck is like really, really upper. Okay, Rool's penthouse once again. Good lord. I gotta go back to Pirate Panic and find the hero token. At least we can get this music. I really like this version of Snaky Shanty, actually. Ow! I got neeked. I don't even know what that enemy is. They weren't in the player's guide. The thing is, while this just feels like a downgraded version of Donkey Kong Country 2, it's not like the level layouts are the same. I mean, it's got the same levels in name only, and I mean, same names, same themes, but like they are. So I already got the bonus. It's not like I know where the hidden stuff is. Like, can I jump down there? Am I being told that I should jump down there? Like, is there something down? Oh my god, you fall a long-ass way, dude. The ship is so tall. I don't know. I was thinking maybe the balloon coming out from there was some kind of, like, hints. But I will say that was, like, a net neutral on my lives, because you get the balloon and then you can die. Ugh. I gotta say, I didn't really want Chapter 2 of the Chronology to end at this rate. It's gonna be lasting a long time. Somehow I'm already 5% done with this game, but it doesn't feel like it considering how many things I've been missing, apparently. Yeah, it's because when Dixie isn't playable, she's depressed when you're not playing as her, so she's blue. Okay, that has to be something. There it is. Alright, I can just leave now. I don't really know how to, like, explain it, but I will say that this game, despite the camera that's, like, whoa, all over the place, it does, like, feel better than, like, the way it plays and just like the feel of the game. It feels more like it should, you know. It feels more like DKC2 than Donkey Kong Land felt like Donkey Kong Country. Like, I trust the movement immediately. It feels more familiar and correct to me than DKL's did, where I was like, I don't trust myself to jump off this tire and not eat shit like 50 times in a row. Where is the coin? Is there something down here? Oh, there it is. Ah! These clingers are guarding it very seriously. You know, worth it. Alright. Now to find the bonus, because we got the coin here, but somehow not the bonus. I swear when I jumped into this barrel, it had like a bonus thing on it, though. Well, can you only like do it once? How come I didn't hit it that time? Where is it? One-time warp barrel. There it is. See, it has a bonus on it, but it's not a real bonus. It's just a warp. That is a bonus, but there's still another one to be found. It didn't have a Crim coin in it, though, I don't think, so it's very, very strange. Good night, Sage. Either they see it as a regression, or they just... This game was just so unbelievably good. Like... I don't know. I guess the sickos out there who like the unique feel of Donkey Kong Land must have been disappointed, because there's really only one game that plays quite like that. You know, Donkey Kong Land and Mario vs. Donkey Kong felt similar in the way that, like, when I was bouncing off something, I just felt like I could never trust it. Like the springs in Mario vs. Donkey Kong and the tires in Donkey Kong Land. So why does this level have Lockjaw's Saga, whereas the first ship deck level had Snaky Shanty? Like, I guess, I mean, because that was the first level, so it's like, yeah, going on an adventure, and this is like, now it's serious. Now this is the only song that there can be this more dramatic music. But it is interesting that the same level archetype, like, backgrounds and stuff don't necessarily have the same music. This is going to be torture. Where is this stupid thing? Let me in the stupid hole. Let me in the open door that's open. Do you have to come here without Rambi and then use the TNT barrel to, like, open it? Can Rambi not open it with his face? I don't know. Where is the stupid bonus in this level? I'm gonna go the long way here. Rude. Oh my god. Ah! I was like stuck. I was stuck there. Alright, this time I'm not gonna get Rambi. Let's see how that goes for me. Yeah, I don't even know what's in this treasure chest because Rambi couldn't pick it up and open it. Some bananas. I will say that an imitation of DKC2 really feels bad without the team throw. You can't have both of them on screen at once. It's like one of the key mechanics. I guess the TNT is just for getting past those guys. Well, the Neeks are working overtime today. There's a coin. Oh god, why is it like... The bonus was like right here the whole time. It was like right next to the coin. They put both of the... Oh, it's this image. I'm glad they put this image on the Game Boy. The... Gotta squeeze, you know... Gotta use your, like, data size for what's important. Like a full-on image of Diddy and Dixie trying to rip that guy's peg leg off. Alright. We're free of the galley. Somehow I only increased 1 percentage point after all of that stuff I just did. Wow, Lockjaw's Locker! I can't wait to hear what music is gonna be in this one. True, that's like the best couples activity that the Game Boy actually had the power to portray. I love hearing Lockjaw's Saga 3 levels in a row. This goes down really deep. I thought this was gonna be just like some small pool of water and then the level would continue on to the right, but instead I think I need to go back up here and like see what was over here. Hey. Okay. It's nothing. I guess we gotta go around by swimming then. See, you say destroy them all and show Dixie and Kitty like brutally assaulting a person who's already missing a leg, and you try to You try to tell me the Kremlings are the bad guys? Ain't no way. Oh no, Dude, are you gonna go? Took his sweet time charging up there. Ah! What? Alright. Oh. That's my reaction when I realize I didn't even get the K. I'm just like, oh. What the fuck? The Shuri from off screen, bro! I didn't even see that guy. Alright, I think I finally made it to the other side. Trying to shoot me past the midway. On guard was here? I mean, I'm not surprised. But, like, where was he, though? I mean, presumably. I don't know. Was Glimmer in the instruction manual? I don't think Glimmer is in this game. Because they couldn't really replicate the strobe light effect on the Game Boy, which is very funny because the box art, need I remind you, is this. Actually, this gives it away. Glimmer was devoured by a Lockjaw. And that's why Lockjaw's Saga is the song that plays through 99% of this game. It's, because we're reflecting on how our friend Glimmer was eaten by a Lockjaw, and so this song haunts us. That's the true Saga. Did I say Dixie and Kitty? That would be even worse. That would be worse if, like, it was a literal toddler, like, being taught to destroy them all. And ripping someone's peg leg off. Like, these Kongs are monsters. They teach them young. But actually, imagine the indignity if you were a pirate and some, like, literal child's just beating you up like that. Does this game also have the thing where you can just kind of go around, like, go through some of these? Well, there's on guard here, okay. Yeah, I said Dixie and Kitty because I'm like, at this point I'm already looking forward to DKC 3. So you can press select to do the... Oh god, what happened to him? You can press select to do this, like the super swoop. Why is his sprite weird? Why is his, like, hurt sprite weird? He seems, like, extra scrunched up or something. Yeah, Kitty was only taught to bash, not to destroy. They had to soften it for him a little bit, you know? I gotta find on guard again. But, what I was saying is that when you control him, you can't do, like, the basic, like, swoop to swim through the water, and it feels... I feel so, like, limited, you know? Like, I'm just, by habit... This is... okay. The full movement of the water levels, but not being able to, like, really see what's ahead of you is... You gotta take it, like, really slow. Oh, hello. I did go through something, so that's the thing. I found the inn. On. I swear, if I don't find the bonus and the coin, I'm gonna have to, like, not play this level again immediately. I'm gonna have to go somewhere else and come back. I need to, like, listen to a different song. Some of these enemies, I feel like, I don't know, like I really need their audio cues, you know? I need the lockjaw like chomping before he attacks. What the frick? There's so many different directions to go here. This level is so large. Okay, that's the end. Bro, I didn't find shit. I found on guard once. Wait, is there more over here? Yes, but not in a helpful way. Alright, whatever. Come back. Yo, T-Major, thanks for the raid. How's it going? Please tell me this is a different song. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose it! Hi. I have only ever played this game once in my life. And I remember this song being, like, in way too many of the levels, but, like, it really was that bad. Like, it's not an exaggeration. It wasn't just, like, a meme. Like, it's not something that got, like, you know, exaggerated for humor value. In this entire world, the first level had a different song, and all of the rest of them have just had this song. Well, so much for getting a break, but this is Top Sail Trouble, so we'll see Radley. Oh, there he is. There he is. There's the boy. This is a Radley level. They could have at least given us Snakey Shanty again. Theme song of Radley, our beloved. Oh, fun Radley fact for you all. So, I actually was editing, like, pretty much all of the other videos that need to go up, and so the only thing preventing them all from being uploaded on YouTube at this point is just trying to space them out a bit and also needing to make thumbnails for them. But, so if you remember when we were, like, looking at the DKC2 concept art, and we were looking at just a bunch of random ideas Greg Mayles was throwing out on post-it notes, he said something about, like, you know, wanting a bouncy snake, and saying it would be like a throwback to Beetlejuice. And I was like, are they talking about like the Beetlejuice Game Boy game that Rare made? And so I went and looked at a long play of that game, and yes indeed there is a stripy bouncy snake in that game, so I figure not very many people have played that game, but if you had, you would know that that is the origin of the Radley concept, which I did not know. But now I do. So, Radley was sort of born in a Beetlejuice game for the Game Boy, which also has minecarts in it, by the way. I'm losing my balls. At least we get to listen to the bonus music for a bit. Dude, I got both of them? How? Where the coin is at? Where is it? Oh my god, where? Ah! I just fall down the hole. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. The funny thing is, like, the sprites for that Beetlejuice game, like, the basic overworld sprites were just, like, very funny. And, Beetlejuice himself has a very, like, kind of creepypasta-looking face where he kind of looks like Gaster from Undertale. But then they have, like, cutscenes of, like, Beetlejuice and Lydia, and, like, the sprites on those are, like, super good. Like, not really cutscenes, but just kind of, like, close-ups and stuff, like, you know what I'm talking about, like, talk sprites and stuff. Where am I in the level? Like, I lost Radley. Am I going up? Sorry, I'm kind of... There we go. Gotta go back down and get my boy. Also, the long play I was looking at of the Beetlejuice game, the, like, guy who played through it was accusing it of being shit because, infamous licensed game company LJN made it. And, it actually turns out LJN just published it, but Rare made it. And people in the comments were, like, saying that. I wonder if he was just, like, predisposed to hate it because he thought LJN made it, or if it actually was bad. I don't know, I didn't play it, I just watched it. It didn't look that hard. I don't know. It didn't look that bad. The clinger just got bonked. So I found a bonus, and I'm going to hope that's the only one. I don't even get a relief from the music when I'm invincible. I may be invincible, but I am not immune to Lockjaw's Saga because there is no invincibility music. Ah! Oh no! How far down am I going? I have like a super hot take, which I've said before, but as much as I do love every song on the DKC2 soundtrack, they're all great. Don't get me wrong, they're all good. But I think Lockjaw's Saga is like probably one of my least favorite ones. Like, I don't know, it's a good song. Like, I get it, it feels like epic and adventurous and stuff, but if like you had to tell me to like eliminate 5 songs from the soundtrack that I could just like never listen to again in my life, that'd probably be one of them. I tend to like the ones that are more like, I don't know, like atmospheric feeling. Ah! These levels are freaking long as hell. You can jump on clingers in DKC2 as well, it's just not something that you would normally try to do. But as long as you don't like hit them from the side and you just hit them from the top while they're like climbing and stuff. It's just difficult because it's, I don't know, it's just like, what, you don't need to do that most of the time, but I am having difficulties grabbing ropes. I've always felt that way, Reiji. Like, I don't know. I think what, like, originally made me think of it is that it's... I do see a lot of people, like, saying what a great song it is, and I always felt like, well, you know, it's good, but I never, like, particularly liked it compared to a lot of other songs on the soundtrack. Why does it take so much to get rid of this treasure chest? Okay, there's that. Fuck that treasure chest. It disappeared? I don't need it. Ah! You can't just climb up a rope willy-nilly. What am I thinking? I'm not gonna drop down there for that G. I don't know if there's anything under it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like the one that, like, chest inside of a chest inside of a chest. Good point, Andre. We probably won't see Canon... Well, I hope we see him in the next world, you know? You can't have Canon's claim without his claim, you know what I'm saying? His claim to fame. Alright. It's time for me to save again, actually. Like, it's not just me, right? It looks like Winky. It looks like Wrinkly is wearing sunglasses. I know those are just supposed to be her glasses, but you know what? Maybe she's trying to be hip with the youths. She's trying to be cool. How do you do, fellow kids? Okay, time to kill Crow. Oh right, all the bosses have crocodile cacophony as well. What is he doing? Crow! Whoa, Crow's got some schmoves. Maybe this is a different game after all. K. Rool, like, reanimated Crow. He's like, you got one more chance. And he's like, check this out. Check what I can do now. I'm gonna get way up closer with those monkeys. Okay, Rool is a necromancer. Bro. Crows. I'm gonna fucking die to crow. Ah! I like how you can tell which of the eggs is the, like, real one immediately, though, because it comes in. It's not, like, spinning. Just, like, falls in like that. Happy Easter, everybody. From crow to you. Bro just straight up... He just keeled over, like, instantly, dude. He was alive 1 second, and the next second just, like, insta-dead. That was because Rool reanimated him, and the second he failed, like, his soul just left his body immediately. Just, like, Rool was like, alright, that's it, you fail, you're done. And his immediately... His body was dead again, like, without warning. Just bam. I can't... That might have been a Krem coin. I don't know. I actually wasn't... I was too distracted by Crow's, like, literal instant death to notice what kind of coin that was. I don't even... Why is this called Krem Cauldron? Whatever. Whatever, man. Whatever. This is the other side of Crocodile Cauldron, because it doesn't look like a crocodile. It's just like the back side of it. It's called Krem Cauldron. Alright, well. Oh my god, a different song! And we can go backwards. This level may be hot, but the music is like a nice, cool, refreshing breeze on my ears. The ground here looks like pizza crust. Anyone else? Whoa! My treasure chest! No! This guy surprised me so much, made me drop my treasure chest. Now it's in the lava. Squitter time. Alright, alright. Look at this boy. I tried to insta-platform and it just pulls up the Super Game Boy Mini. No, we've seen crates for throwing at Kremlings. They're definitely in this game. We've seen them. How do I do my platforms? I guess Squitter can't do platform webs in this, which is kind of... It goes against everything I know about Squitter. He can only shoot them out for attack. Squitter has been nerfed. This level is very orange. Oh god. Okay, so like when you're carrying something, your jump gets nerfed by like a lot. Like your momentum, I don't know, it's you really feel like the weight of carrying something in a way that in DKC2 you don't. It's kind of interesting. Like, it almost, like, makes more logical sense, like, being weighed down by this cannonball, and you wouldn't be able to jump as well. God, we're seeing this image, like, so much. It's because the other bonus types don't have an image that go along with them, but we have to make sure that you know to destroy them all when that's the goal. We have to see this incredibly violent image. I think what we got for beating Crow was a Crim coin, just the Crim coins in this game were, like, small. Why does that seem sussy? I tried pressing select and I didn't get anything, but I feel like... Wait, I found a bonus here! There's 2 bonuses in this one? For once? Oh god. Also, I think, Krem Cauldron is probably Krem Key and Crocodile Cauldron put together, because it's kind of transferring, like, right into a swamp, and then I think we go just straight up to Crazy Kremland after this, probably. So I guess the name makes sense. I'll cut him some slack. They actually eliminated the key part, because no one knows how to pronounce it correctly, so... Well, I'll go back in, and we'll see if I can squeeze the platform web out of Squitter this time. You know, I could just look at the instruction manual. It's here for a reason. I think I'm gonna dig it back out of here again. I pressed select! Also, that's incredibly awkward. That's gonna suck. I swear to god I pressed select and nothing happened. Well, you shoot a web and then press select, that's what it is. So you shoot it out and then it, like, sploots out. Okay, that's weird. Alrighty. Man, Crow was brought back to life and that's all he gets. He was buried with a banana coin. See, the annoying thing about doing this level again is that I know the next level is Cannon's Claim, which means the moment of truth is almost upon us. Okay, Squitter is... We're probably gonna have to go back that direction, because I don't know if I can... I must be able to reach it with just, like, hair twirling. So I'm waiting with bated breath, but it's so high. The hell? How am I supposed to get up there? Like, can Diddy, like, do a big jump out of this cartwheel? I don't know. I'm gonna say that we have to go back there with Squitter. It just doesn't seem possible to reach. Where's the Squits at? He's so far, though. I didn't jump far enough. Alright. Hi, Claire. There has to be a way to get there without having to, like, ultra backtrack to it. Like, surely. If I could team throw, that would be one thing. Like, there's not a secret barrel that'll just, like, blast me up there. A barrel blast, you might say. I don't know. Maybe I do have to come back. One more try. Alright, never mind. I must continue down the pizza crust path and slowly make my way backwards. It's like, that's so far to go. Whatever. Alright. Oh, there it is. Yeah, just flatten it right out. I do vaguely remember this now. Oh god, that's... Ah! Bro. Oh no, it's so much harder to have to do it this way. Okay, we're just gonna, like, inch forward. What? Okay, dude, I got so lucky there. Like, the most conveniently placed crockhead of all time. Thank you, man. Thank you. You're a lifesaver. I don't even know how I, like, fell off of that web. What? How did I... What? Finally. Not even done with this level. I didn't find the coin either. I gotta keep going. It was probably at the end, because there was something that... Well, I don't know, because you can't take Squitter all the way to the end, so... You know, Claire, you may think the tunes are banging because they are, but wait until you hear Lockjaw Saga 4 levels in a row. Oh! Yo, double Squitter. The little icon of Squitter down there at the bottom is, I don't know, it's cute. She's like, hi, I'm Mini Squitter. Blue Squitter. Blitter. I see. Let's go up, shall we? Ah! This is... You know what? Let's start from over here, maybe. Get a little head start. It's just an O! It's just an O! I don't give a shit! Where's the coin? Okay, so here is the whole... Nah. I would say on my... You know, honestly, on my CRT it looks orange, but on the stream preview that I'm looking at, it does kind of look more yellow. It's definitely in that, like, middle ground between yellow and orange. This time, let's go up here. G. That was a single banana right there. Whee! Why is this banana here? Still no hero token. I will say it is convenient, I mean, as it is in the SNES games, that once you find something, you don't have to beat the whole level, you can just... You find the thing you're looking for, you can just leave. Alright, well, we'll come back to that level at some point. Right now, it's time. It's nipple watch. It's so dark in here, this level. I won't even be able to see the nips. Also, I guess I don't mind that Hothead Bop is playing in here. I mean, sure, why not? Anything to save us from the Lockjaw menace. Let's go down here. 'Cause they cut Crocodile Cauldron in half, I guess, so... we're even gonna get Squawks' shaft. How are we this far into the level we haven't seen Cannon yet? I'm getting, like, blue nipped here. Okay, there's the... oh. This is one of those levels with, like, a massive amount of verticality, so it's going to be extra annoying to find the bonuses, because they could just be, like, anywhere. Dude, we're halfway through and we have not seen the boy of whomst is the claim. Oh, there's a bonus, alright. Hi, Giga. Oh, nothing but respect. Have all the bonuses really had, like, the image on them, actually, this whole time? Because earlier I said it was only the destroy them all that had it, but I guess they maybe all have, and I just only notice when it's... I only am paying attention when there's a Kremling on screen. If there's no Kremling on screen, my mind is elsewhere. You can't start select out of a bonus, so I'm just going to fall down here. I don't think this level is going to have Cannon in it. Newsflash. I don't think Cannon is in his own level. Dude. That was a zany sequence of barrels, like, that was all over the place. Whoa! That guy just came out of nowhere, no warning. The lack of this really makes me realize, like, how important the enemy sound cues are in this SNES game. There he is! He's up there! I see his ball! Okay. Alright. The moment of truth. You can't really see them? Okay, hold on a sec. Ah, I died trying to look at the nips. Well, because you can't really see them because they're being blocked by the cannon. But even when he, like, pulls back, I feel like you still can't. You're gonna have to try to get a better look. We're researching the important stuff here. I need a DK barrel. I'm gonna run out of lives in this level messing around. Ooh, okay. Okay, hold on. I gotta try to... Okay, so I'm having a problem, and it's like that my start button is, like, extra sensitive or something, so you might have noticed me, like, rapidly pausing and unpausing. It's because, like, it registers, like, twice sometimes, so I have to really lightly tap it if I just want to make sure I'm pausing it without unpausing it again immediately. Okay. Help. Okay, let's just get in the barrel. No! I need to look closer. Getting in the barrel is a bad idea because I'll just get shot immediately. Okay, I don't really think you can make them out. I've tried to study as closely as possible. Hi, Master DS. We're doing important research. I really don't think you can make them out, unfortunately. Not even a single pixel. Not even a single bit to their name. It is very funny that this is Cannon's claim, and he's like the boss of the level. He's just really in it one time at the very end. There's a lot of explosions going on. Okay, okay. Alright, well, let's leave. Well, I'm glad they made sure to put Lava Lagoon in here. Well, I mean, I guess this is the appropriate music to have for Lava Lagoon. I can't be mad. Alright. Good old Clapper. There he is. Just like it's advertised on the side of the box. Does the water even, like, change? Like, how can you tell when the water is too dangerous to be in? I guess we'll find out. Ah! Oh. I don't know why I made a sound like King Cutout there. Oh, I see. It starts flashing. Any Lagooners in the chat? On Guard is so, like, frail in this game, because, like I said, you can't do the, like, you can't do the regular, well, actually you can. It's just like it's not the button you would expect it to be. Okay, so I feel better now. It still feels a little weird, but... I don't necessarily think it corresponds to the color, but we can test this hypothesis as we go on. This game really locks my jaws, you know? I'm just gonna choose to not get on guard this time. I feel like he's not really, like, protecting me that much. Sorry, buddy. Oh, God! You do not have a lot of time to, like, explore in this. You gotta hustle out. I just really need to get to Wrinkly again. I'm goofing off too much. I'm losing too many lives. I need to get to cool Wrinkly with their sunglasses. Well, that's good. Dead end, but I got that at least. We are going to die. Worth it, though. Alright, we got a break coming up soon. Maybe I can make it to the end of the lagoon. There's the bonus! Let's go! Hopefully the one and only bonus. Okay. Ah, shit! Wait, Dixie's there. I forgot that water was not safe. Not safe for water. Bro. Alright, whatever. I'm just gonna take a break. Now, we'll see you soon. I gotta go get some more water. Enjoy this 8-bit rendition of this song. Yeah, we haven't even seen Clubba yet. Okay, I'm back, but guess what? I got big news. So, check this out. I'm about to post a link. Alright, check that out. Go to Canon, and then, like, look at his defeat sprites. You can totally see them, but, like, only in the defeat sprites. When he's defeated, that's when he shows his true power, I guess. But they are for sure visible. Okay. Back to Lava Lagoon, I guess. Because we weren't done with this level. Alright. I'm getting, like, somewhat concerningly low on lives. So I gotta get serious. I might have to forego, like, looking for bonuses for a little bit until I can get to a place to save. You know, I will say at least in Donkey Kong Land, you could hypothetically save on every level. Well, we got Red Hot Ride now. I mean, we can always take Funky and go back to the previous world if I really need to save, so... Okay, Red Hot Ride, but it has the beginning of Crockhead Clamber. How am I supposed to get over there? Like, I guess I can take this guy and get rid of the zingers. And then do this. That was all of that for one banana coin? Alright. Look at this balloon. It's just chilling. I'm sure at some point we have to ride one balloon down extra far to find something. Most obvious clobber. Oh, I was gonna try to bash him into the wall. A little harder with Dixie, but... No. Or we can just be Rambi. I don't think there's been a single bonus yet that required you to, like, destroy the wall, so I don't know if that's a thing in this game. And I would be pretty happy if it wasn't, honestly. Because those can be... If you don't know, like, where exactly to look for them, or... You know... I mean, sometimes they're signposted by having, like, a mysterious barrel, like, right there near a wall, but... I don't know, those can be some of the more annoying ones to find, for sure. I guess I'm just gonna carry this barrel around and, like, rub myself against everything. That was a little scary. That was also scary, but okay. Alright. Bye, Rambi. We will spend that coin wisely. Oh. Great. Okay. This is interesting because there's none of the, like, air vents in this one. It's just, you know, the balloon goes down and it goes down and there's no way to fill it back up with air. You just gotta take your balloon as far as it'll go and that's it. Ah! Ha ha ha. Alright. Ugh. Ah! I feel like at least in DKC 1 you get Rambi in a lot of levels where you have to like find a secret wall bonus, so you just run around with Rambi and smack his face into things. I don't know where I'm going. Okay, that worked out. Oh, we do get Squawks' shaft. Okay, so they really just squished, like, Crocodile Cauldron and Cranky into, like, one world, but they have all the levels in there, which kind of surprised me. I noticed that too, Andre. Like, it literally, it's like a it's like pointing down. It's like a real saggy nip. Jero, we clearly summoned you by using definitive proof of nipple watch. It's hard to see in game, especially if you're playing this on an actual Game Boy with like the bad lighting and the you know, small size and everything. But if you look at the sprite sheet, they're totally there. That's what sprite sheets are for. Yeah, and you know what it is? Wrinkly is not even in this world until, like, probably where she would be in Cranky. She's, like, not in the Crocodile Cauldron portion of this at all. Whatever, I'm just gonna go save. No, this is her! This was her the whole time! I swear to God, I thought it was Funky again! I literally thought, I just straight up thought that was Funky again. Especially the way she, like, blends into the background. They're the same character now. They look identical. It looks like Funky! Are you kidding me? Look at this! Look at this! Anyway. Whatever, at least I was able to save. Bro, I don't even want to do Squawks' shaft right now. Alright, fine. Has Funky become old, or has Wrinkly just successfully, like, made herself look younger? Crook! My beloved. I can promise you that this game is going to take, like, more hours for me to complete, and probably more... You know, Donkey Kong Land took me 2 sessions. This one's probably gonna take more than that, just because I feel like the bonus... I was, like, complaining about the bonuses in Donkey Kong Land. I feel like the ones in this, especially because there's also coins, they're, like, even worse, you know? I don't know, maybe we can take a break in the middle of playing this game to do our review of the strategy guide or Nintendo Power coverage, and maybe we can find out where the bonuses are. We can use the chronology study to our advantage. Alright, finally we get to Squawks in his shaft. It's a weird little noise for him shooting out the egg. Do you hear that? Well, I think that Wrinkly and Funky just, like, becoming one person, like, fusing. I guess I would just kind of put them in the middle. It'd be, like, non-binary or something, because they would just kind of, like... I don't know. I don't think Funky would, like... You know... I feel like there would be a perfect mix of both of them. Just because Funky... Like, Funky may have the youthful energy, but that doesn't mean he would, like, dominate out of the two of them, because Wrinkly has the knowledge, you know? Wrinkly's got the lifetime of experience and wisdom. So if you put them both together, neither would be, like, more powerful than the other. Their souls are evenly matched. A perfect fusion of the ultimate youth and the ultimate, like, wisdom. The ultimate Kong, really. I feel like this Squawks' shaft might actually be more involved for Squawks than the SNES version is. And good for him, good for him. You can still do that trick, though. You can still hit him from the back. See, the nice thing is that Squawks gets to fly around his shaft unburdened, because he doesn't have to carry the Kongs in this. He's just free to go wherever he pleases without being weighed down. I understand them using this music in the mine levels because Mining Melancholy, also known as Cannon's Clanking, would not really transfer very well because it relies so heavily on those, like, percussive, like, you know, mining noises, I guess. Just what it sounds like to mine something with a big old pick. That's what that song sounds like. Ah! That was really close. Oh, okay, there's... Oh! I'm going into a zinger! I saved myself! That was a bad time to look at the chat, because Squawks just sank down there. There he is again! Okay, if we defeat him, look real close, okay? You might be able to get a glimpse. Oh, not really, because he just kind of flew off to the side. Dang it! I like this zinger moving in like a C. Well, the one that really sounds like In the Air Tonight is the Swamp song, which I don't know if that one's in this game. We'll see. Now here's Funky. Okay, now you can actually see the difference between them. Like, over there on the left, that's Funky, and on the right is Wrinkly, but like, it's like impossible to tell which one is supposed to be which. 'Cause like, it kind of looks like on Funky's sprite, he's got, like, I guess teeth or something, but that could also easily be mistaken for Wrinkly's, like, weird, like, wrinkly lips, so it's like if you made me guess which one of these was supposed to be which, I'd be like, I don't know, man, I don't want to make assumptions here. Alright, now we made it to the swamp. So, are we gonna get Cleaver or Cudgel at the end of this? I straight up do not remember. Oh, we do have this song. Alright, well there you go. There you go. Easiest bonus of all time. Let's go. Right there at the beginning. Yeah, I don't know. I guess if those were like teeth on Funky's sprite, after all, it is kind of scary. It makes him look, you know, like I feel like when an animal has their like teeth bared that much, it's like a sign of aggression. Funky's feeling a little spunky. Why is this banana here, man? This banana is the biggest bait I've ever seen. Why did the treasure chests all take like 3 hits to open them? I mean, they're pretty sturdy, I guess. You wouldn't want a treasure chest that really just breaks open at the first sign of impact. Rool really improved his treasure chest quality between DKC2 and DKL2, if they are indeed different events that happened. That's the most significant difference, is he really, like... The treasure chest standards have risen a lot. Ah. Alright. I like that this is, like, a more upbeat version of the song, but only slightly. Nope. Hi. Oh, another ball. Another of Cannon's balls. It's Squitter again! Oh boy, alright. Select. Alright, there you go. Oh god, okay. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. The timing on that was, like, weird. I don't know. Oh, so you're saying Funky is feeling submissive today, actually. Funky's just out here letting us all know how submissive he's feeling. Okay, I'm not gonna use this ball if I don't have to, because, like I explained earlier, you actually have, like, a different weight and momentum when you jump carrying something in this game, and it's annoying. You know, I feel like if I really liked this game, I would maybe try to bend over backwards to justify it being a different event in the timeline, but since I kind of have my issues with it, I don't really care to do so. I will say, like, I like these... Look in the background, there's, like, these really, really tall trees that seem to have, like, bramble vines or something wrapped around them. I like that a lot. You can see, like, when I jump up, you can kind of see the sheer height of them better. Or, like, when I'm in the barrels. The crockheads, like, kind of rise out of the water. And this has been happening the whole time. As you approach them, and it keeps making me think that they're going to also, like, lower back into the water and I have to, like, time it, but that doesn't really seem to be the case. I haven't noticed any yet that go in and out. Why did I have so much momentum there? I believe I said Wrinkly and Funky were evenly matched. See, look at the like big tall trees in the background there. It's like that one part of Dark Souls. Alright, I didn't want this thing. Get it out of here. That barrel, oh, there it is. It's gone for a long time. I want to get to Crazy Kremland, gosh darn it. I'm like Michael Teitelbaum, I'm like, when do we get to the theme park? Oh, Glimmer is here! Okay, I guess. How are they gonna pull this off? Well, it's dark. Classic Glimmer's Galleon. Oh. Glimmer has been replaced by a barrel. Oh god, the flashing. Glimmer is a barrel now. We stuck him inside a barrel. That's so sad. Glimmer's on the box. But in the game, he has been replaced by a barrel. I am going to put the flashing lights warning back on. Do I still have that? There it is. Now this time I'll try to remember to take it off after this level instead of leaving it on for like another hour. Yeah. Secret RRR. I need to get back to that. I've been wanting to do it, but I've just had other stuff going on. Which way am I even going here? Oh god, it only lasts for like 3 seconds. I never thought I would be like saying that Glimmer was a better light source than something, but I thought I was going the right direction in the level the entire time, and in fact I was just going an extremely long route to a bonus. I mean, I'm not complaining. I think it's also the first stars one we've had. God, 29? Holy fuck. The timer is so strict on this one, and there's like so many goddamn stars to get, like, what the hell? Alright. Okay, guess it wasn't that bad, but... Anglerfish are cool. I like Glimmer, I just don't like that he blinds everybody. And causes my CRT to freak out. Okay, here's a fish. Glimmer, I'm sorry, you are not epilepsy safe. Much like Pikachu in that one Porygon episode where everyone always blames Porygon, but it really wasn't even Porygon's fault. Oh god, you're so unreliable in this game. I'm gonna go save with Finkly. Wonky Kong. Hey, we're 24% of the way done, somehow. It's a whole quarter of it. Yeah, Andre, it's like, you know, the real thing, the real organic thing may be flawed, but then you see the fake version and it's just so much worse, you know? It makes you yearn for the days of just the regular flaws produced by the organic beings. At least Glimmer's blinding light has soul to it, you know? That is the bonus that I found already, I believe. Like, wow, I feel like I've gotten so far away from where I started out, and yet that bonus is just, like, right there. I hope that was the same bonus anyway, because otherwise I'm just gonna go right past it. It looked like it was, tucked away there in the corner. On guard 2. Somehow I threaded the needle between those enemies, but then got hit anyway. I just hit that light. Come on now. I feel like, you know, similar to how you interact with Clapper, even though he's in stationary places around the level, they could have done that with Glimmer here. Like, they could have just made him a little fish and you just, like, swim past him and he, like, emits a light. I don't know. It's straight up replacing him with barrels is just so insulting. He really was eaten by a lockjaw, like, before the... Maybe that's the strongest evidence we have that this really is a separate event. Because the box art literally shows Glimmer getting eaten by a lockjaw. And then he's not in this game, so that shows, like, the actual passage of time and the changing of events. This level is so long, what the hell? These levels in this game feel longer than the SNES counterparts, and I doubt that's actually true, but it feels that way. I don't know, I swear they are. This level, unless I've just been going around in a circle this time, which I might have been, it feels like infinite. My hand is like cramping from just swimming around. I must have been going in, there's like fresh bananas though. What's... I'm trapped in the labyrinth forever. Surely this can't just be like one ship hold. This has to be the hold of multiple ships and we're just like going from one shipwreck to the other, because this is huge. This one ship hold could, like, hold enough bananas to feed the Kremling army for, like, 100 years. Oh my god. But the great thing is that I don't think I found the coin, so we're gonna have to go back into this level someday. That wasn't even the end. It was probably close to the end. What was there another on guard? What the? How? What was the? If the coin was at the very end, I'm gonna be pissed because I kind of got like forced onto that there. There was another bonus too. Jeez. Yeah, I'm really starting to think that Glimmer is dead. Maybe the only animal buddy we know of that has canonically died. We know a Kong has canonically died, and now I think an animal buddy might have canonically died as well. I feel bad about, like, bashing on Glimmer this whole time, you know? Hi, Jordan. Yeah, I'm hoping the, this cartridge was malfunctioning on me a little bit earlier today, so I'm hoping the save holds. I did test it earlier, but it could still, like, fail on me somehow between sessions. I would be very sad if that was the case, but I would just have to painstakingly recreate what I had done on the Switch, I guess, off stream. Alright, Crockhead Clamber. I really just want to get to the end of this world so I can see if it's Cudgel or Cleaver there, which I do not remember. Maybe they're tag teaming. Maybe it's both of them at once because they combine their worlds together. Well, you know, it's the Super Game Boy, but yeah. Well, my Donkey Kong Land save battery was still working just fine, so. I don't know why, but the cattail heads are, like, much shorter in this game, and it's funny looking to me. They're just little nubbies. Alright, you know what? Was there a Glimmer fossil in Bonanza? I don't remember at this point because there were so many of them. I remember ones that existed, but I'm not sure I remember, like, every single one of them, you know? Like, I know, oh, there's a Squitter one, there's an On Guard one, but was there a Glimmer one? Does the Glimmer one definitely hint at him being dead? I mean, they are fossils, so the whole status of all of them is kind of weird to begin with, but... Okay, yes, I thought there was one. Yeah, now, like I said, a lot of them are written in past tense anyway, because, you know, I like to think of them as sort of either being like artifacts, or maybe that they're like the ancestors of the animal buddies who looked the same, you know. But for Glimmer, we can say, in this case, it's proof that he actually is dead. See, the problem with being an anglerfish like him is that he's actually easy prey for the snapjaws and the lockjaws because they can just, like, see him from a mile away, you know? So poor Glimmer must have always been on the run and then finally they caught up to him, you know? The coin was up there, let's go, alright. Game was really struggling for a minute. Ah! I kind of need that, actually. Is there anything? Whatever. I'm sure Travelers already had to, like, contend with the potential... Well, I don't know, because the thing is there's, like, a bunch of those pig fossils, so if they were all, like, Professor Chops, how would you explain that in the first place? You see, Jordan, my opinion has always been that this is just a retelling. I don't like considering this a separate event in the, like, it just, first of all, it just doesn't make sense, and if there's an explanation for it, it's never, like, canonically explained, so I don't like that. If it's supposed to be like, oh, Rool magically raised the island from the depths of the sea, then they should have told us if that was, like, if they said that in the manual, it would be stupid, but I would, like, have to go with it. Like, that would have to be the truth, because that's what it says. But it doesn't say anything like that. So, that's just fans making it up because for some reason, I don't even understand why people want this to be a separate game. I don't understand why. Like, it's not different enough. There's, like, nothing about this game where it's like, oh, it's so interesting, we have to say it's, like, a different adventure. Like, I don't understand why people, like, tie themselves into knots to try and pretend this is a different thing, except for the fact that they want there to be, like, more adventures that the Kongs have gone on, I guess. But for me, I don't think there's any reason to consider this, like, a separate event. It's still got, like, you know, a good half the game left to convince me and change my mind, but I've played through this once, and I didn't see anything to change my mind then, so... But see, it didn't even have the, like, fourth wall breaking Cranky story for this one either, so... Like, if the story as it is given to us in the manual had something like that, then I would be perfectly fine saying it's a different game, but... I don't know, it's just basically like Captain K. Rool kidnapped Donkey Kong, or ape-napped him, excuse me, so it's just the plot of DKC2 again, but told in like 3 sentences instead of an entire 2 pages. I mean, Andre, yes, I know what that's what it comes down to. Because Donkey Kong Country 2 is the best one, obviously, so it's not fair if there's like, you know, 2 Donkey Kong Countries, essentially, and 2 Donkey Kong Country 3s, essentially, and only 1 Donkey Kong Country 2. But in my brain, that's fine, because it is the best one, so it deserves to stand on its own. But anyway, it's Rattle Battle, so... I also have horrible OCD, but I'm not bothered by that particular thing. Wait, no! Why does Rattle Battle have this music? I'm gonna shit myself! How come the first level, I think, is the only level that had Snaky Shanty in it? But Rattle Battle has this music. I'm gonna lose it. I'm about to lose it. I'm so done. Why? Anyway, whatever. I'm sure that when I played this game originally, I had the same reaction, but I don't have that whole thing saved, so that was many years ago, and I didn't save my entire playthroughs of things back then, so who knows what my original reaction was, but it's probably the same. Anyway. I didn't have a webcam at that point, I don't think. This poor Kaboing just looks like they're having a difficult time getting it up, you know? Like, they just can't really jump very... It's like, I'm flexing on them, like, check this out. Look at how high I can jump. And they're just like, ugh. See ya. I'm just putting them out of their misery. Now these guys can jump. Okay, but is there a... Oh, okay. I was gonna see if there's a secret over there, but instead, it was back here. Whee! No, come on! You don't just put a zinger, like, immediately fucking above. Ain't no way. That's so rude. I did not play this game for Roolathon, Andre. Is that what you were talking about earlier when you said I was forgetting something? Because I had already played it. The only game the only land game that I hadn't played at the time of Roolathon was 3, so I played it then. Roolathon was King of Swing, Jungle Climber, Land 3, and Super Sluggers. and barrel blast. Oh no, I went the wrong way. And I think that's it. And then the DK64 stream is a bonus. Even though obviously I had played that before. Can I do my super bounce? Oh my god, he does it like instantaneously. Like you don't have to charge up very much, he kind of just... Dude, that's awesome. Like he just freaking springs for it. Alright, neat. Alright. There they are. You can't really see them, but they're there. We know that they're there. Now this one I don't even think I can... Oh, yes I can. Alright. Whee! Maybe this music is considered more appropriate for Radley's serious rebel mission. But, you know... I think Snakey Chanty fits him better. He's just a happy snake. He may be a rebel, but he has such faith in his cause. It causes him to be filled with joy. Look at him go! I like that you can just end the level as Radley, like there's no Radley sign there. It's Slime Climb, everybody! Oh, did I get a raid? Hello. Alanim, thank you for the raid. My alerts aren't working, so I did not hear it, but... I'm complaining about this game having the same music in like 50% of its levels. I don't think that's an exaggeration. At the end, we should go through like every single level and make like the purport. Someone's probably already done this actually. Some Donkey Kong sicko like me has probably beat me to this, but like, what is the actual percentage of levels in this that have the Lockjaw's Saga music? But I'm very tired of hearing it already, and we're only like halfway through the game. I mean, as we go on through the game, like, surely we gotta have like, they're not gonna put Lockjaw's Saga in like the frickin' like roller coaster levels. They're not gonna put it in, you know, they probably put it in Haunted Hall if I'm real. I don't know. They're not gonna put it in, they might put it in the Beehive levels. I could see it in the Beehive levels. Oh, Explorers of Sky is very good, yes. That game made me really like Wigglytuff, of all Pokemon. You know, a Pokemon I never really, like, cared for much before. I was always a Jigglypuff person, but I never really liked Wigglytuff that much. When I played Explorers of Sky, I was like, Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff is sick. Wigglytuff is so cool. I never did, like, all of the post-game content in that game, but I did some of it. The gameplay in this, I say it feels a lot better than Donkey Kong Land. I will, you know, give it that. I was talking about this earlier, but it feels to me more like Donkey Kong Country 2. Like, the controls are very similar and just, like, the feel of, like, the physics and stuff. The only, like, real notable thing I've noticed outside of, like, the way the animal buddies control is that when you're carrying an item in Donkey Kong Country 2, it doesn't, like, affect your jump really at all. But in this game, when you're carrying something, you have, like, more weight to your jump, and you can't, like, jump as far or as high, or it's just, like, slower. It's, like, hard to explain, but that makes sense. Like, it makes sense if you're holding a big cannonball, it would work that way. So I guess they decided, like, hey, we're gonna make this a little more logical. Well, anyway, here it is again. That slime is climbing. You know, we haven't... I'm trying to think of, like, what Kremlings we haven't even seen yet. And I think we haven't seen Cutlass. And in the game, in the Super Nintendo game, Cutlass is one of the last ones that you do see. Because I don't think they come in until, like, Crockhead Clamber, maybe? Which we already did. We didn't have any Cutlasses in it, though. Now, I believe Cutlass is in the manual, but what I actually think is the case is that there aren't really any Cutlasses in this game. I think it's just Clanks, maybe, which are technically Cutlasses on roller coasters, but technically considered a different Kremling, so maybe a little bit deceptive there, we'll see. It's true, whenever... God, it is not a Snapjaw situation. This, water will just kill you instantly. Whenever I ride a roller coaster, I become a different person. Yeah, that is true, Notator. That's exactly right. But, like, because of that, I prefer Donkey Kong Land, because as janky as it is, it's creative. It adds a lot of, like... Alright. It adds a lot of, like, interesting stuff. And some of the levels are very frustrating, but... What? How did did that guy get killed by the water? I guess he did. Well, that's one way to take care of it. Oh no! What, I got the coin! It's worth it! It's worth it! Okay. I've been, like, almost dying for so many of these coins. No, okay, you can just kind of, like, how did I get that clinger? That's what happened earlier. I didn't think he got killed by the water, but, like, I don't understand what happened. Can you just, like, knock them out of the way with your hair? Because that's what seemed to happen, and it doesn't really make sense, but I'll take it, I guess. Oh, now I'm invincible, though. Hell yeah. I probably need to go into the water, but I don't know where or when. Well, down into the boiling, bubbling blood water. Do you think... Okay, hold on. This is definitely just it's just a lockjaw. It's not a snapjaw, because it's just red and not, like, purple. I was gonna say, maybe the snapjaw from Slime Climb is the one who ate Glimmer, and then the Kongs, like, killed him in revenge. Do they just let you, like, climb over and kill the clingers in this game? I just didn't try that yet. Alright. You just, like, knock them off. Like, get out of here. You just knock them off the ropes. Alright, well, I've got the invincibility. Okay, you just fall down. There's a bonus. I did not... That was an accident, but a good one. Alright. A happy accident. Bob Ross would be proud. What the... Is this a defeat them all? What is this? What am I doing here? Where am I going? Oh, okay. Oh, sure! Oh, I should have got the invincibility again. I'm a fool! Oh! It's okay, Dixie's here. Okay, I actually feel like I did pretty good on this one. We'll see. We'll see. Yes. Alright. Oh, it is... I remember it's Cleaver, actually, because I remember that his name was misspelled. Now that I see it, yes. Oh, so that... Yeah, more evidence that it's a different game. Cleaver... This isn't Cleaver. This is his brother, Cleaver. Much like Captain K. Rool is King K. Rool's brother. His brother Cleaver's here for revenge. Yeah, you got Cleaver, and Cleavor, and don't mix them up. He's just, I like how he's, okay, he was just dancing for a minute, I don't know. I was just watching him vibe. What? Bro, I don't know what he's gonna do. This Cleaver's movements are unfamiliar to me, unlike Cleaver, who I know so well. There we go. Dude, what? What? Okay, alright. Yes, also, that is also a thing, Notator. Yep. Yep. All bosses in this game are equally as epic as each other, you know? K. Rool decided he was gonna be like, much more of an egalitarian in this game. He was like, all of you can use my song. God, he's coming! Ah, he's coming, alright. Dude, he really is just vibing, though. It's a good song, I don't blame him. What? What am I supposed to do with that cannon? I didn't have a ball. Bro, give me a ball. What am I supposed to do here? I'm going over here. I don't know. Guess that's not the answer. Where do I get a ball at for the cannon? Do I just wait? Alright, anyway, I gotta take another break. And come back and we'll figure this out, I guess. I'm gonna go save. All the way over here. Finding the bonuses in this game is gonna be torture. Anyway, I'll be back in a few. Where is my dang... There it is. Alright, back into the kiln we go. Like how he's got to do a few, like, warm-up swings before he starts actually, like, getting those fireballs out. Bruh. I like how instead of hooks in this version, we have helpful croc heads. Hold on, did I ever take the flashing lights warning off? No, I did not. See, I didn't remember to take it off, but I think overall I remembered quicker than I did when I was playing Donkey Kong Country 2. But, to be fair, the Glimmer's Galleon version in this game completely melted my brain. And technically we will have to go back there eventually soon. Or not soon, I don't know about soon, but sometime. Because we did not get the secrets in that level. All of them, anyway. Alright, well I'm just gonna wait till we get a cannonball, I guess. I don't know. What? It just disappears though? What am I supposed to do? Bruh. Why is the why is the cannon there? What do you do with it? Diver, that's... Oh! You roll into it! And it shoots a cannonball, which is totally not how any other cannon in this game works. It's just preloaded. Okay. I don't... yeah. He's killing me alright. Do you think the reason that Cleaver became a lawyer, Bonanza reference, was to, like, sue this game for like, defamation because they got his name wrong? Okay, so when he's above the cannon, I have to roll into it and make it shoot out him like that. How did that not hit him? Did that hit him? I don't think that hit him. Bro, what am I supposed to do? He's down there. He's taking up like the whole space, man. I'm gonna die. I just saved, right? Because I'm like out of lives. Not completely out of lives, but I'm getting there. I heard Victor come down the stairs. He's gonna be playing Halo, probably. Hey. Give it up for Victor, who is the reason that I was able to play this game today, both because he bought it for me a long time ago and because he made it work by waving the cartridge around in the air until it worked. I don't know. He used some kind of, like, magic on it. I can't tell if I'm hitting. Wait, I think I am hitting him because, well, the croc heads pop back up, I guess. But, like, also, how am I supposed to avoid him because he's just, like, right there? In the fake credits of Bonanza, Cleaver is listed as the, like, legal advisor or something like that. Like I think it's a legal advisor. Legal something, you know? We're gonna see what the game over screen of this looks like. It looks like the one that I never see this on the SNES. Wouldn't be me. I haven't seen this in a long time. This one doesn't have the Neek in it, though. It's a downgrade. They took the Neek out. The Neek is like, I don't want to be associated with this game. I'm only here for the good stuff. Alright. Where is Clubba? Like, we haven't seen Clubba, like, he's in this game. When does he start showing up? It's kind of funny because Donkey Kong Country 2 is my favorite game. You'd think I would, like, know more about the games that are similar to it. But I have only ever played this game once. And I have never played the GBA version. Okay, that time I definitely hit him. But it's because I know the Super Nintendo version is already, like, perfection. It's already peak. So, like, why would I want to, like, play the inferior versions, you know? Okay, there he goes. I lost all my coins, dude. I had so many coins. Alright, all the way up, we're going to Crazy Kremland. Let's go. Michael Teitelbaum. He's out there somewhere. I know he can, like, he can feel the vibes. I hope he just got happy for some reason and he doesn't even know why. Alright. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people did grow up like, you know, their introduction to the Donkey Kong Country series was playing the GBA versions, and I do think that they're inferior, but I can't really complain about their existence, you know, because they introduced new people to the games, and, you know, even if they're not quite as good, that's still good that people got to play them, in my opinion. Alright. Kremling looking a little different. This is the back entrance, I guess. Alright. You know, I kind of thought the Zinger Hives might have Lockjaw's Saga as well, but... they have this kind of interesting take on the Zinger music. Oh god, I was like stuck. I was stuck. I want to get in there, but I don't really know how I'm supposed to, unless I can find Squitter or something. I mean, I could damage boost off the Zinger if I had my other Kong, but I don't now anymore. This is the first time we've actually seen Spinies. Oh, invincibility. I think this might be the first time we've actually seen them. To be fair, when did they start showing up in DKC2? I feel like they also show up. No, I think they're in the swamp levels. It's not, like, too late. That's on me, you know? I should have been looking where I was leaping. I think we might have to come back for that one, because I don't think I can get back up there, but we can come back and get it and then leave at some point in the future. At least we know where it is. I will say, I can't imagine playing all of this in, like, actual grayscale. Not that it would, like, really help with visual clarity or anything, but... Just a hole, just a infinite hole. The hive goes down into the center of the earth. We're gonna end up in like the planet core from there. Good night, Diver. You know what? I appreciate the big raid, but I don't know how much longer I can go myself, because you know, this game, much like its predecessor, Donkey Kong Land, can only play so much of it at a time. It kind of gives me a headache after a while. That hornet hole goes deep. In fact, this level was called Hornet Hole because this was actually originally an entrance to the underground world, but the Zingers wanted to keep it for themselves, and so they covered it up with their hive. It's their little secret. Alright, having to, like, make it... I feel like I gotta use some kind of, like, weird grip here. Some kind of weird, like, claw grip, not to be confused with the boss from Super Mario Bros. 2 who's in the Galaxy movie. Because, like, having to shoot it upwards, if you try to, like, shoot these things upwards and then have to, like, press select to flatten them out into platforms is very awkward. I guess... like, jumping is more effective than like trying to actually shoot them upwards and then have to flatten them immediately. I genuinely don't know if having Squitter makes this level, like, easier or harder. You'd think that he would have led us to a bonus or something, but maybe, unless I missed it, it didn't really seem that way. Do I just, like, go down? Yeah, okay. Ah! The G. Why is the G there? Is it safe to jump down there? What's interesting is that I'm holding Y to, like, run through most of these levels, so I just have Y held down most of the time. But then when you complete the level, you can also press Y to go into the level, so, like, when you complete the level and you're still holding Y, like, when you load out of it, you just, like, go back in immediately. Now, this is Wrinkly Kong. I've gotten used to the way her sprite looks, so I know that's her. This time I'm not gonna be fooled. I'm not mistaken. Alright, we made it to a frickin' roller coaster level. I did not read what she said there. Sorry, Wrinkly. Alright. It's Target Terror. Check out this theme park sucks. They got like they only have one Ferris wheel. And it's some kind of dubious small tent of some kind. Wow, we actually have this music? Holy shit. I can't believe it's not Lockjaw Saga. Okay, now this is more like it. We have... Sorry, I'm distracted by the fact that there's, like, a Ferris wheel every, like, 10 feet in the background. Now, that's the crazy Kremland I know and love. I don't want to hit the X's. This Target Terror is a lot trickier than the SNES one, actually. Yeah, she's gonna try to teach them to not replace every C with K's. But boy, that's not gonna go over well. That's their culture, Wrinkly. Okay, don't be insensitive. Fuck! I just jumped by instinct. Okay, do not jump for the X's. I mean, it's hard to tell when you're coming up on it if it's gonna be an X or a check. Like, you just see the barrel out of the corner of your eye. How are you supposed to really evaluate it that quickly? That's had to be a bonus. Oh, no, that's the bonus down there. Alright. Awesome. Now, do any of the bonuses in this game have a DK coin hidden in them secretly, like good old DKC2 with that one that is in Cannon's Claim, I think, or maybe it's Squawks' Shaft. It's one of the mining levels. I don't know. I figured I had to jump there, but I guess I have to jump a little earlier. Oh, I need to save, though, before I... This level so much feels like it's just gonna be... Ah, okay, nice. Like it's going to be, like, just trial and error and, like, learning when to jump and when not to jump. Okay, we're done. Now, we missed a bonus, but we did get one of them, so... Oh, wait! I didn't even think about how Bramble Blast wasn't in the last set of levels. We just skipped right past it. And so now we have... Are we gonna have Bramble Scramble too, or is it just Bramble Blast? I cannot believe one more knock against this game. Are they just gonna, like, miss one of the bramble levels to combine them together. At least we get a nice reprieve, you know, from the song, which shall not be mentioned. Jeez, I really went flying there. I can vibe to this. So I can't actually shoot directly down here. I kind of want to shoot across, because I guess I can't do that either. I can't tell... Okay, I guess you have to only follow bananas just then, because you cannot tell, like, what is a bad way to shoot, because you, like, can't see the brambles. So you follow the bananas or else. I don't know how you're supposed to find bonuses in this level. Okay, let's go over here first. I have a feeling shooting upwards is not safe, because there is no friendly banana. In this color palette, the bananas look like green beans, or they're Chunky Kong bananas. So you need to go over there, but how? Because I can't shoot directly that direction. How am I supposed to get there? Like that? Alright. Ow. Ugh. Alright. I wanted to grab that rope. The brambles don't need to go so hard, okay? They don't need to shoot me like a million miles an hour out of there. Is this the way I'm supposed to go? This seems like maybe the way I'm supposed to go. I thought that... I don't know, maybe the... Ah! Okay. These barrels, I thought, like, were my intended path, but they might be actually a bonus or something, so... Are they the intended path? Was the way I was going the bonus? What? It was so... Okay, whatever. I guess we'll have to go back up and go that way later, because I guess this is the way I was supposed to go. Whatever was up there was like... Okay, I just shot myself into the void. Whatever's up there was so far away. The nice thing about these barrels that only, like, let you shoot out at, like, certain directional points is that you can kind of, like, buffer your shots, so you can just... Before you get to the direction that you know that you're supposed to shoot, you can just, like, start mashing, basically. Mistakes were made. I think I actually did need to be in this one. Good lord. Okay. So now we're back to where we were. almost. Okay. Over here. Yep, alright. If I had just gone a little further, I shouldn't have given up. I was the meme of the guy mining for diamonds. Bro, why was this barrel here? Just let me go. I gotta say, the bramble levels are a lot less charming when instead of, like, you know, instead of against the background of, like, tangled thorns against the blue sky, you're just, like, shooting around in, like, some, like, mustard-colored void. You're like the NyQuil-colored barrels in front of the mustard-colored void. Just rubbing up against them. Yeah, I mean, it does have the music at least. I gotta take my blessings where I can get them, you know? Bruh, I'm gonna go save. Back to Frankly Kong. Gotta learn how far this singer goes in either direction. No! Bro, that was devastating. I cartwheeled just a little bit, you know. Just needed to be a little bit earlier on that jump. Okay. Give me a second. Alright, well, you know how it is. Like I said earlier, I can't look at these Game Boy versions of Donkey Kong too long, or they kind of give me a headache after a while, so, you know, 3.5 hours is a good length for me to make a YouTube video without my computer freaking out, so I guess I might as well stop here. You know, there's still so much of this game left to play because, you know, we might be getting close to halfway done with it, more or less, but, you know, when it comes to finding all the bonuses and stuff, we're only 37%. So, I will be playing this throughout the week, you know, I'm not gonna wait till next Saturday to play more of this. Tomorrow, though, I'm having a big day because I'm going to see that dang Mario Galaxy movie that everyone's talking about, and if you want my opinions on that, we can discuss it while I do the Wrinkly and Tiny Bonanza event tomorrow, which is what I'm gonna do at some point tomorrow night. So that'll be fun. I'll try to keep my thoughts mostly spoiler-free for those who haven't seen it. But yeah, we'll do that. It'll be fun, and I'll get back to this on Monday or Wednesday or something. I don't know. I'll play it at some point during the week. Yeah, and this one, like I said, is probably going to take me more than 2 sessions like Donkey Kong Land did. It'll probably take me 3 or even 4, and at some point I'll probably have to look up some of the bonuses. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna try to find them all just by myself without having to look any up, but we'll see how insane I'm going. So, yeah, that's it. That's all I can handle for tonight. I got a big day, so I'm gonna go rest up and play some Pacopia and chill. But thanks for hanging out. And, yeah, I will see you tomorrow. I did succumb to the mustard. It was too much mustard for me. Anyway, good night.